Hey Aries, your November tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I am trying a new layout. I have your theme, and then your week to week is in these columns with 2 cards each. And then I have your career and finance, love right here, and then a bonus message for the end. I just didn't feel like I needed to dig so much into that theme. Now, your theme is blue ladder, lat, Laradiomesis. It's a blue, unusual mushroom. It stands for discovery and the unknown. So it's a time to just go ahead and surrender expectations because there's a lot of new coming in that you just can't compare to anything else. So allow the new to be its own thing rather than try to relate it to something so that you can prejudge it, right? So no matter how old you are, there's still more to discover about yourself as well. Don't be looking for footprints in the snow, so to speak, or a paved path because there isn't one. Now, week one, you have the Ten of Cups reversed with the Ace of Swords. So as you navigate this unknown territory, try to focus on moments of bliss. Look for things around you that are evidence of past dreams having already come true, and now they're just normal. Open your eyes to the truth that in certain ways this is your happily ever after. It's such a future focused phrase that makes it always feel out of reach, the happily ever after. So, like, the clock of your life has been ticking since birth. Be here now. This is the reality of what happily ever after actually looks like. It's a choice of focus moment to moment. So you can tune in or tune out at will, almost like a radio dial. Now, week two, you have the Eight of Swords reversed with the Three of Swords. So this is like, it's almost like the opposite. It says that the path forward could go through pain in order to get to the other side. There could be something that you thought you would never have the strength to heal, and having this wound has historically held you back, whether it's from seeing your true potential, seeing all of the available solutions, or from fully connecting to the joy that does exist in your present. So I see you deciding that you are done being held prisoner by a past pain and you're ready to be over it. It doesn't mean you just wake up and you are over it, but you're like sick of being held back enough that you do decide to face it and confront it. Week three, you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed with the Death card. This says that it could be time to stop pouring into something that really is no longer an active or viable aspect of your being anymore. I'm seeing like, it's almost like an image of a mailbox that's overflowing with uncollected mail. Something that you're investing in, whether it's resources, whether that's time, energy, money, it isn't being received. It isn't setting in. It's just like collecting on the top, on the surface, and not being absorbed to nourish or grow the thing. So with it being the Knight of Pentacles, it could be a habit at this point. Just like a little bit every day, not even noticeable sometimes. But it's something that could, instead of being wasted, it could be stacking up for you. It could be stacking up in your favor little by little. Building your own future instead of going to something that's really time to just let fall away. Now, week four, you have the Nine of Wands reversed with the Seven of Wands. So this is the whole difference between boundaries versus walls, or boundaries versus control, boundaries versus avoidance thing that I've been seeing kind of like making the rounds on social media. I feel like you've been working way too hard to convince someone to treat you a certain way, or like continuously having the same conflict over and over. And it's time to set a healthy boundary the correct way. It's like you can't control what other people do, but you have the authority to not accept it and to limit other people's access to your energy. So it's about what you're going to do, not what they're going to do. Boundaries, they can actually improve certain relationships that you want to improve, whereas walls pretty much disconnect. So I mean, that can also be the healthiest thing sometimes, is if this is something that you just have to disconnect from. But if this is a relationship that you value and you want to continue, this is like, boundaries are for relationships that you intend to keep. So avoidance would end up being destructive. I do feel a glimmer of hope here, though, because it's like someone could surprise you with how well this works when you, instead of telling someone how to be or what to do, saying, hey, you do you, and this is what you can expect from me when you do. Now, for career and finance, you have Judgment with the Eight of Pentacles. Back to work. That's seriously what I'm hearing. Back to making progress, re-entering the workforce, taking up something that you're really familiar with and good at. Like, it's going to feel like riding a bike. Something that you used to do or used to be is making a comeback, or it could be you making a comeback. There's definitely, yeah, comeback energy here. You could be taking something to the next level of mastery, like through repetition, honing a skill, perfecting a technique. And there's also something here about the boring part of an exciting awakening. It's like the paperwork that comes with the birth of a new business. If you were on some kind of wait list for school or apprenticeship, it could be your turn. That's the other thing I see here. It's your turn to try your hand at something. Now for love, you have the Temperance card with the World. Best love reading ever. Union and karmic completion, wholeness. Now, if you believe in twin flames, this is a great sign that union is coming. Now, if you don't believe in that, hey, I mean, that's cool too. Temperance represents two energies being integrated in a way that cannot be undone. So, like, you can pour green water into two separate cups, but you're not going to get blue and yellow again. It can also refer to the merging of divine and mundane, kind of like Tantra or Tantra. The World is a card of completion, so a time of separation can be coming to an end, closing out. I don't feel like this is a new connection for most of you. I'm getting that there is a deep and rich history, that you have been on many journeys together, and you're about to start a whole new one. So for your bonus affirmation, it says, acknowledge. Focus on things that bring you joy. Beautiful, Aries. This is awesome. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.